Yeah, as the title says, I really did just sit down 10 hours from start to finish, true ending and everything in one sitting, day one. I'm here going to give you my overall feelings about this Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. I'm just gonna come out and say it, this is still the beloved Dead Rising 1. Yes, there were changes, but I wanted to tackle this topic in a way that I believe would stand true with the idea of it being a deluxe remaster. And how would I do that? Well, in the beginning, I thought that I would jot down all the changes and inform you of what changed from the original to the remaster. But then I thought about why not just talk about the things that I noticed, and then whatever I missed, maybe you noticed it. So hey, at the end of the video, let me know what did I miss. So like I said before, this is still a true Dead Rising 1 game. There is no difference when it comes to the gameplay, except the small quality of life changes that we already knew was coming, but they implemented them in a strange way that I immediately noticed. It had the run and gun style, definitely, but Frank, every time you shoot, actually stops when you're aiming. Run and gun is still working if you're doing it without aiming, but if you aim, you can still walk slowly, but the moment you shoot, Frank just stops. He shoots, or he doesn't. Whenever I shoot, he stops walking. Interesting.
I'm gonna make big speed out of you!
Yes, the yellow paint was in the game, but they used it in simple ways. They did use it in the tutorial boss, the first fight you get with Carlito. They used it in there just so you know where to go. That's literally all they did. But the other thing that they did that I noticed subtly is they added certain doorways that weren't in the original game. The shutters, the shutters weren't there when it came to Movie Land and the hardware store, and you had to click a button like you're entering a new door instead of just walking in and it transitions loading screen. And talking about loading screens, I really did find it weird that they decided to just have it a blank black screen and they just had the date and loading bar. I don't understand why they did that. The original had the charm of whatever you were going into, whatever cutscenes you were watching, they would have a little snapshot from it and it would just be that while you waited for the game to load. But now it's just a black blank screen except for the little text on the side. And yes, the weird thing with the glass is in this game, and I do not know why they did this. I guess they wanted to limit the amount of particles that would be on the screen at any given time, because yes, the glass shatters and then in the middle of it shattering, before it even hits the ground, it just like disappears. The first couple of times you don't really notice it, but once you start playing it and you start smashing through windows and not really going through the doors of the shops, you start noticing it more and more, and I found it weird, and the only thing I can chalk it up to is they don't want to put too many particles on the screen. Another addition that I actually pretty much enjoyed, because then it really hiked up the tense situations that could happen, is the convicts are not just a one-day thing where you kill them and then poof, the card's gone and you never get them back. No, they actually respawn, I think, every night, because I interacted with them every single time because I really like that turret gun in the back of the car. So I killed them every single time. So having the convicts respawn is a very interesting touch, and I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys. Now, talking about the characters and the cast, from what I've looked around when it comes to IMDb and stuff like that, I can confirm that nobody from the original cast even came back to do the remastered version, or they weren't contacted by Capcom. I do not want to say either or, but the one that we can confirm is TJ Rotolo, the original voice of Frank West. He was not confirmed to be back for Frank. When it comes to voice acting, in the comparison of the original game to the Deluxe Remaster, there were good voice actors in the remaster. There were some weak moments when it comes to certain characters. Like, I can, from what I remember, this might be rose-tinted goggles, but I'll throw up the comparison over here. The first time you meet Brad after the the old woman opens the door trying to save her poodle.
What in the hell are you people doing? Run! Quick, move! Get over here! Everyone, move this way! Quick, to the stairs! Move!
What in the hell are you people doing? Run! Quick, move! Get over here! Everyone, move this way! Quick, to the stairs! Move!
Before anybody says anything, I'm just gonna straight up and say all the characters look really good. Model-wise and everything, even, yes, Frank being changed and stuff like that, Frank grew on me, his new look. It didn't really ruin it. It started merging, because I kind of switched over to the Frank West 2006 style, and I don't think it really aged that well. I don't know if it was because they kept it true, the 2006 version of Frank West, or still the remastered voice. It's not the original Frank West voice, so that might have also been an issue. And the thing that really shows the difference between like original Frank and remastered Frank is the scream. If you know what the scream is, I'll throw up the comparison so you know like the original and the remaster, and tell me how you feel about them. The new voice actor for Frank West, Jas Patrick, I believe his name is, he's good. It's no problem. He's good. But there were some moments that felt like a little weak, I want to say. And those things happen. All the survivors having voices now is a very interesting take, and it really did add on to it, because whenever you bring back a survivor, they have a little text box saying like thanking you and stuff like that, and it was nice. I enjoyed it, instead of always walking and just hearing the cries of the survivors. No, they actually talk now, so it's interesting. I liked it. And the updated survivor AI is nice. When it comes to whenever you pass certain points, I believe, in the mall, the survivors will point things out to you whenever it's a photo opportunity, and then it gets saved on the map in the game, so you never miss where it was. And that's very interesting. I like that, because it shows that instead of just saving them and bringing them back to the safe house, they actually have more uses, and I like that. The AI, though, when it comes to certain things, is still weak. Biggest thing that I can point towards is the AI for the special forces, and I will throw a clip up from my stream to show you what I mean. Ooh, shit. Thank you for shooting that single zombie. So yeah, literally just keeping your distance from any of the special forces will just easily let you kill them if you're shooting them with a gun instead of getting really close. But also, they have a really nasty infinite stagger that I many a times got caught in, and it really killed the mood close to the end of the game. Talking about the psychopaths were all enjoyable as I remember them. I did miss one. I believe I missed the hunting shack psycho, but they're all enjoyable. Adam the Clown, Joe Slade, the shopkeeper, even the butcher, even Larry. And all of their voice actors are really good. They did all of the psychopaths justice. But we have to address the elephant in the room. Well, two elephants. The Cliff boss fight, the Vietnam vet, or now he just like, they removed the Vietnam vet part out of it, so he's just a vet of something, of some war. And the butcher, Larry. So for the first one, yes, they did have some voice line changes, and it really changed the background of the character. And at the same time, who's gonna do a better job than Steve Blum? Who's gonna take the spot of Tank Dempsey? Larry is not a complete change, but it is a complete change or makeover of the character model itself. He's no longer the Chinese Asian dude. Now he is a white person. Larry was an enjoyable fight. I don't 100% remember Larry from the original game, but Larry in the Deluxe Remaster, it's nice. It's a nice fight. It's still the same fight. The dude did a good job. That's all I can really say. I don't know what else to talk about. And here comes my big theory about why they toned down certain things. Now, the biggest thing that everybody was getting mad about was the fact that they did remove the erotica category within the camera photo minigame. But when it comes to censoring certain things, there were a couple of things that they did change. And one of the things that I noticed immediately when I saw it was one of the challenges and the achievement tied to it is called the Grateful Eight. In the original game, that's not the name. The original game had the name Frank the Pimp. I noticed that immediately. And people started getting annoyed about these changes when it came down to erotica stuff within this game. And one of the things that they believed would change because of the way Capcom has been shifting when it comes to sexual things in games, they believed, everybody, when I say they, I'm talking about like the people that were angry at these changes, they believed that they were going to change the psychopath introduction for Joe Slade, the fat police officer that has a hostage with her within the shoe store, I believe, the woman's clothing store. And weirdly enough, they did not. They actually kept it the same, and it is as creepy as you think it is. Which got me thinking, why did they change all of these things, but they kept this specific psychopath's introduction? And it clicked in my brain. They want to make Frank seem less of a creep. They want to show that Frank is not just a pest, and they want to show that he is a clean character, a main character that they can stand behind as Capcom. And how does this affect the character in the long run? I'm not sure, but I can tell you that there are things that they wanted to pull out of Frank's personality, and most things that they wanted to pull out were the sexual things. But at the end of the day, this is still the beloved Dead Rising game. No matter the changes that have happened, I can tell you that some of these changes can be overlooked. And the beautiful survivor death scene happened for me, just like that famous video out there.
Follow me!
Oh my fuck.
Follow me! Come on!
Nope, he dies. Oh, okay. It's good to know this hasn't gone away. And that's the end of the video. Hey, if you liked it, why not like, subscribe, and in the comment section below, why not tell me, did I miss some things? How was your experience with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster? And if you didn't like this video, hey, I'm not gonna tell you not to dislike it. You can go right ahead. And I hope to see you here next time. See ya.